I bought a $60 Lego mystery box and I found a $400 Lego set inside. I get these mystery boxes from buybluebox.com, which is just another Goodwill website where they sell mystery boxes, including Lego mystery boxes. They cost $60 plus shipping and they contain 15 pounds of random Lego. I just really like the idea that there can be literally anything in this Lego mystery box, and this one did not disappoint. Before I dump everything out, I always like to skim the top of the box and see what I can find, and the first thing I found was this web pack, which goes for about $1. Next, I found an Outrider torso, which is nothing crazy, but it is the first sign that there's minifigures in this box. And then I really got my hopes up because I found this stickered piece to the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. This set sells for between $80 and $100 used, so let's hope there's more of it in here. Then I saw this white base plate sticking out, so I grabbed that, and these are not only really useful, but they sell for like $7 a piece. All right, let's dump this thing out and see what this box really has to offer. I only dumped out about half of the box, and that's when I saw it. It's a Maersk shipping container sticker piece from set 10219. You might be asking yourselves, what is Maersk? They're actually a Danish shipping and logistics company founded in 1904, and they've collaborated with the Lego group to create 11 different Lego sets. And I just found evidence that the most expensive one of them all is right here in this box. The Maersk container train is worth about $400 used. Now that's only if it's actually complete, however, there is something that should be noted about these sets. They use a very rare shade of blue that's literally called a Maersk blue. This shade of blue is extremely hard to tell the difference between a lot of the other Lego shades of blue, however, this Maersk blue is extremely valuable, at least compared to the same parts in different colors. The most expensive ones from this set are the 1x4 tile, which go for about $1 each, and then there's the 1x6 tile, which goes for almost $2 each, and then there's the 1x8 tile, which goes for over $4 a piece. So even if this set ends up being incomplete, I'm still going to be on the lookout for those Maersk blue pieces. And those aren't even the most expensive parts from the set that I should be looking out for. Like these two light bluish gray doors, the left one sells for over $2 a piece and the right one sells for over $6 a piece. There are also 8 of these train wheel assemblies in the set and they sell for just over $2 a piece. Then there's these 2 pieces with stickers, one of which is actually 3 bricks stacked on top of each other with a sticker over all 3 of them. That sticker assembly sells for over $8 a piece, and then the 6x12 tile with stickers sells for over $4 a piece. These other random train parts aren't worth a ton, but they're really easy to find and they're worth between $2 and $4 a piece. Lastly, I really hope that this piece is in here because it sells for over $25 on its own. Now that we covered all the valuable parts, I know what I'm looking for going forward in this haul. Even though I'm laser focused on finding parts for the train now, I still gotta keep my eyes peeled for other parts of interest. Like this shoulder armor piece that belongs to Mr. Freeze, which comes from set 70901, Mr. Freeze Ice Attack. Next, I found this older Stormtrooper helmet, which can be found on 6 different Stormtrooper figures, and those can be found in over 10 different sets. After dumping out the second half of the box, I immediately saw some more good pieces. Like these train tracks, they're only worth about 25 cents a segment, however, they're in high demand and they're really easy to pick out of the bulk. There was at least 16 here, so that's a solid $4 total. This part actually came in 6 different sets, but I'm gonna guess that it actually came from the flexible train track pack because I'm not seeing any other sort of train tracks. And this is definitely a good sign. These are 2 of the train cars from the Maersk set. Even if this set's not complete, I'll be okay because these 2 train cars have a bunch of those really expensive tiles I was talking about earlier. Now it's time to go through both parts of the box again, but do a really fine search this time so that way I can try to find all the stickered pieces. Unfortunately, there were a few pieces that were the correct mold for the stickers, but they did not have the stickers on them. But that's okay because I found most of the stickered pieces and I found even more of the Maersk blue parts. These 1x2 slopes actually sell for $1.68 a piece and there's a decent handful of them here. These were the last 2 Maersk stickers that I can find, so I'm starting to doubt that this set is complete because I should have at least found one more of these large sticker assemblies and then I still haven't found that large black train piece. Now I'm pretty sure I found as many of the major parts as I can from the train set, so it's time to move on to some of the other stuff I'm looking for. I did find a couple more stickers from the mystery machine, but I didn't find any other stickers or the printed piece or the fig, so I really don't think it's complete. But that's okay because you're gonna be blown away by the value just in the Maersk parts that I gathered. The parts from this set are really easy to identify, so I'm pretty sure I got all of them out of the pile. The only thing left to do now is break it down and sort it lightly, and it's really easy to part these out to Bricklink. You just part out the set and then deselect every part but the parts you're adding. This way you don't have to individually add the parts to your store, and it automatically gives you the 6-month average, so you only have to change the quantity. But just the pieces that I uploaded from the Maersk set added up to $162. This is definitely one of the best boxes that I've gotten from this website, where the value isn't necessarily in minifigures that I find, but parts instead. As I continued to look through, I actually found a few more parts of interest, like this Digital J. He's only worth a few bucks, but at least he's complete and in good condition. I think this was the only complete minifigure I found in this lot so far. Then I found a medium ugly rock piece, or a MERP, and these sell for like $2 to $3. They came in 20 different sets, but they're highly sought after because they're used in a lot of mocks. That's why I like to look through these boxes like 2 or 3 times, because even with a big piece like that MERP, I just didn't see it or I wasn't looking for it the first 2 times around. And that goes double for things like this BB-8 that I ended up finding. One thing to note about this BB-8 figure is that there's actually 2 different versions of its head. There's a version with a large photoreceptor and a version with a small photoreceptor. They're worth about the same, but if you're like me and trying to collect pretty much every single LEGO Star Wars minifigure out there, you gotta get both. This curved windscreen is worth about $1, and it came in 6 different sets, but only 2 where it was transparent clear. It's not worth a ton, but it's another one of those parts that's really easy to find, and it's worth enough to grab and upload. Like this Canon and Canon holder, they're worth between $1 and $2 a piece, but they're really easy to find and they're pretty highly sought after. Parts like this whole can are really nice to find. They're not worth much at all. However, since I do buy a lot of LEGO and come in contact with a lot of incomplete figures like Hulks that end up having missing hands, it's really nice to have spares. The last decent piece I ended up picking out was this roller coaster train track piece, which sells for about $1, but they're also really fun to play with. After that, there wasn't much left to find. Now, I did find a handful of random minifigure accessories, minifigure parts, partial minifigures that I'm pretty sure were incomplete or incorrect, but this kind of stuff is still really nice to have because I never know when I'm gonna need it in the future. Then, of course, I found a bunch of stuff that I think is mandatory to find while you're looking through bulk LEGO, like damaged parts, Sharpied parts, and fake LEGO. This is definitely the best box that I've gotten in a while, and it didn't even really have any minifigures in it. I can't believe it had over $162 just in the Maersk parts alone. And of course, that doesn't even include all of the other random stuff that I found in this lot. I've been buying these LEGO mystery boxes for about a year or 2 periodically from this website, and I gotta say, they were definitely better back in the day. They used to almost always have a pretty good handful of minifigures in them, and not just parts, they actually had like good complete minifigures. These days, finding minifigures is definitely less frequent, but I've still had some winners like this box. Granted, this box didn't really have any minifigures either, but it just goes to show that you can still get value if you know what you're looking for. That's actually one of the reasons I really like to make these videos. Obviously, these are really fun to look through and I love the thrill of the hunt, but it also gives me a chance to be educational. On top of getting to share useful LEGO information, I also learn a ton myself. But of course, I don't know everything, so if you saw something that I was picking through in this video and you know it was valuable, let me know in the comments. If you're looking to pick up one of these LEGO mystery boxes yourself, the website is called buybluebox.com. It used to be called Goodwill Blue Box, but it's still a Goodwill site. Again, they cost $60 plus about $5 in shipping, and then one thing to note is that they only restock them on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and they're usually pretty limited on stock, so you gotta be quick. Hopefully that was helpful and or interesting, and if it was, you should totally subscribe, because although I'm still new to making YouTube videos, I wanna try to get at least one of these out a week. However, next week's video might be a little bit delayed because I am going to Brick Fair, Virginia this week, so if you're gonna be there, definitely be sure to say hi.